Stephen Curry, the name that echoes through basketball courts worldwide, not just for his three-point shooting, but also for his so-called clutch moments. But what does being clutch really mean? For some, it's about delivering in the final moments of a game, while others look at a player's performance under pressure over their entire career. Curry has had his share of breathtaking moments. Think back to the 2016 NBA Finals, where he led the Golden State Warriors to an incredible season. Yet, critics have pointed out that in crucial games, his shooting percentages haven't always sparkled like his regular season stats. This has sparked heated debates among fans and analysts alike. Let's break it down. In the 2015 NBA Finals, Curry was phenomenal. But during the 2016 playoffs, the same spotlight revealed inconsistencies. But can we dismiss his overall impact? Andre Iguodala won the NBA Finals MVP, which for many looks more and more suspect as the years go by. But critics have used that to confidently ask, is Curry clutch? The truth might be more nuanced. While some fans cling to his missed shots, others celebrate his game-changing plays that don't always show up in the stat sheets. At the end of the day, clutch isn't just about making shots. It's about the ability to inspire confidence in teammates and instill fear in opponents. And in that regard, Stephen Curry undeniably shines. But let's dive deeper. One of Curry's most iconic clutch moments came during the 2015-16 regular season, when the game tied at 118 against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and less than a second on the clock in overtime, Curry pulled up from 37 feet. Swish! The crowd erupted, and Curry celebrated with his signature shimmy. That shot not only secured the victory for the Warriors, but also highlighted his ability to perform under immense pressure. It wasn't just the range of the shot that amazed fans, it was the confidence and fearlessness to take it. Then there's Game 6 of the 2019 Western Conference semifinals against the Houston Rockets. Curry entered the game scoreless in the first half, a rare sight for someone of his caliber. But when the second half began, it was like flipping a switch. Curry dropped 33 points, including critical shots in the fourth quarter, leading the Warriors to a series-clinching win. This game epitomized Curry's resilience and ability to overcome adversity when it mattered most. Another unforgettable moment came during the 2021 play-in tournament against the Los Angeles Lakers. While the Warriors eventually lost that game, Curry's performance was nothing short of spectacular. He scored 37 points and hit clutch threes to keep Golden State within striking distance. Even in defeat, Curry's impact was undeniable. We also can't ignore his performance in the 2022 NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics. In Game 4, with the Warriors trailing 2-1 in the series, Curry delivered a masterpiece. He scored 43 points, grabbed 10 rebounds, and hit several clutch shots down the stretch to secure a pivotal win. This performance not only turned the tide of the series, but also cemented Curry's legacy as one of the greatest players of all time. The Warriors went on to win the championship, and Curry earned his first Finals MVP award, silencing critics who docked him for not winning any Finals MVPs with his 4 titles. Critics often focus on his missed opportunities, like the Game 7 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 2016 Finals. Curry struggled in that game, shooting 6 for 19 from the field and committing a costly turnover in the final minutes. But he was playing through injuries and facing one of the greatest individual performances in NBA history from LeBron James. While that moment might tarnish his clutch resume for some, it's unfair to define his entire career by a single game. Being clutch isn't always about hitting buzzer beaters, it's about stepping up when your team needs you most. Curry's gravity on the court, his ability to draw defenders, and his unselfish play style often create opportunities for his teammates. His presence alone changes the dynamics of the game. Opposing teams game plan specifically to stop him, yet he still finds ways to make an impact. Take his leadership during the Warriors' 2023 playoff run. In Game 7 of the first-round series against the Sacramento Kings, Curry delivered one of the greatest performances in playoff history. He scored a career-high 50 points in a do-or-die game, carrying the Warriors to victory. This wasn't just about making shots, it was about taking control when everything was on the line. Moments like these showcase Curry's ability to rise to the occasion and deliver when it matters most. Let's talk about his clutch moments off the ball. One of the most underrated aspects of Curry's game is his movement without the basketball. In the 2018 Western Conference Finals against the Rockets, Curry's off-ball screens and cuts created endless opportunities for his teammates. Even when he wasn't scoring, he was making the right plays and keeping defenders on their heels. And let's not forget his iconic performances in the regular season, like the 2018 game against the Pelicans. Curry scored 41 points, including several dagger threes in the fourth, to seal the win. Oh, and that wasn't his only performance that qualifies as one of his best in the regular season ever. In fact, he had another legendary performance against the same team. In 2015, I don't think anyone predicted that Steph would go on to play maybe his single greatest game ever. In just 36 minutes on the court, the baby-faced assassin went for 53 points and 9 assists. Wait, that's not remotely all. 8 for 14 shooting from 3, 9 for 13 on 2-pointers, 63% shooting overall, 11 for 11 from the free throw line. A true shooting percentage of 83%, which is just silly good. He tallied a box plus minus of nearly 28 and finished with what stands as his highest overall game score for a single game, 49.2. And to be completely honest with you, all things considered, this might just be the most efficient high-scoring performance in NBA history. If there's a game you need to point to in 30 years to prove to the next generation that Steph was the greatest shooter of all time, it might be a good idea to show him this performance. While regular season games don't carry the same weight as playoff moments, they still add to his reputation as a player who thrives under pressure. Another significant aspect of Curry's clutch legacy is his ability to impact games in unconventional ways. One such instance came in the 2016 Western Conference Finals against the Thunder. Facing a 3-1 deficit, Curry rallied the Warriors back to win the series. While Klay Thompson's Game 6 heroics are often highlighted, Curry's timely scoring and relentless energy were instrumental in keeping the team alive. In Game 7, Curry sealed the series with 36 points and clutch threes that left Thunder fans in disbelief. Curry's free throw shooting also deserves recognition. In clutch moments when the pressure is at its peak, Curry has consistently delivered at the line. With a career free throw percentage of over 90%, he is one of the most reliable players in NBA history in these situations. This reliability adds another layer to his clutch credentials, as games are often decided by a few critical free throws in the final minutes. And now for the elephant in the room, the greatest point guard ever. Magic Johnson was the definition of a pure point guard. He went 9 years in a row averaging double digits in assists. At 6 feet 9 inches tall, he was the ultimate floor general and a triple-double machine. But the biggest difference between Steph Curry and Magic is that you can stop a passer like Magic if his teammates aren't making shots. Steph, on the other hand, is the definition of lethal and tough to guard, being the only person ever to average 30 points in a season with shooting splits of 50, 40, 90 will tell you just that. You can't stop a guy who's shooting the lights out. Steph's shooting and his gravity off the ball make him probably the hardest person to guard ever. So, the only thing left for Steph to chase is more NBA championships. A 5th NBA championship not only will tie him with Magic Johnson, but it'll move him past LeBron James in championships. The same LeBron who is undeniably the best player of the era and someone who is arguably the greatest player of all time. While Steph is set in stone as an all-time great, he just has to go that extra mile to put himself in rare air.